Hey Red, Sammy from United People's TV, here to do a sort of fans view, your thoughts on that 2-1 loss to Midtjylland last night. We sent a tweet out on our Twitter account asking you to send in your thoughts on the game, and this is what you had to say. Starting off with Andrew Melrose, who said it's an absolute embarrassment, terrible performance. I don't really think you can sum it up as anything else. You know, going into that game, fans weren't 100% confident of beating Midtjylland. And bearing in mind this is a team that was formed 17 years ago, hadn't played a competitive game of football since the 10th of December, were in the Danish league. You know, there's so many different reasons. It's like the equivalent of our mid-table championship team, maybe. And they didn't just beat us again, they outplayed us. Sisto made our defence look silly. I can't remember his name, Onuechu, their big midfielder who came on. Nobody even knew what to do with him, and Van Gaal even admitted that after the game. I mean, I'm sorry, but if that game is not worthy of being sacked on the spot as Manchester United manager, I don't know what is. Not on its own, but in the context of what's happened this season. We've gone from Wolfsburg to Bournemouth to Norwich to Stoke to Sunderland to Midtjylland. You know, loss. There's losses everywhere. 1-0 loss at home to Southampton as well. I think we've now massively, surely, reached the point of no return for Louis van Gaal. As fans, we've already reached that point quite a while ago, but surely now the board is there as well. Got one here from JD Jones on Corners. Nice username. He said there is no end to this suffering. There will be. For me, if Louis van Gaal isn't sacked in the next week, he's staying until the summer. Because if the board is happy enough to keep on with him after this performance, then I don't think there is any chance of him going, because I don't think it can get any worse than this. Another one here from Mana Firers, at Mana F. Said, is LVG still there? Please tell me he left in the night. Sorry, mate, for the bad news. Van Gaal still here. From the Matter Flick, Zach_13. And I thought the Sunderland game was depressing. Seems LVG is a magician pulling out more depressing tricks every game. Now, I do agree on that, in that we are finding newer lows the further we go on. It's not as if it's getting any better. Further, you know, after that 3-1 win over Derby, 3-0 win over Stoke, and 1-1 draw against Chelsea, 3 games in a row, you think, you know what, United might have turned a corner here. Then we go and get beat by Sunderland, and then we go and get beat by Midtjylland. So, you know, fuck it, I've had enough of false dawns. We had another false dawn after beating Liverpool 1-0, then we lost to Southampton 1-0. United don't seem to be able to really consistently change their mindset. They seem to be polluted. They seem to be, you know, Leo Nieboa, who's a writer on The People's Person, put it excellently last night. He said that the players look lobotomised by Van Gaal and his philosophy. And I think that's exactly, I mean, if you look at Herrera last night, this is a player we all know and love, who looked like shit last night. He was getting outplayed all over the park, couldn't even string a pass together. But that's not because he's a bad footballer, it's because he's so out of form and out of touch that he's lost his own ability. And I think that's, you could say that for a lot of the players last night. Got another one here from Athanul Krishnan. He's saying, couldn't get more embarrassing. Even the players didn't want to play for LVG, as it seems. I don't think the players do want to play for him anymore. It feels like Chelsea under Mourinho towards the end. The players just seem to have given in. I think that's indicative of, you know, what's going on. Got Howard Wilkinson here saying, how bad does it have to get before the board take out both Louis van Gaal and Woodward? This is a point that really needs to be raised, is that we can't just point the finger at Van Gaal. Woodward is just as much to blame. We've got a businessman running our football club, and that needs to change as much as Van Gaal needs to go. He's very good at what he does well, which is business, but football is not just about business. Yes, it is a business at the end of the day. You've got to make profit X, Y, and Z. That's fine. Keep that separate from on the pitch matters, because it's starting to affect it. As you can see, it's all falling apart. Got another one here from Giggs Holic. Said, there is no excitement left. Fans are feared to watch their beloved club. The board is using United to earn their money. Now, we know that the Glazers have never pumped money into the club. Anything they've ever spent has been profit. They've taken out over £700 million worth of debt repayments through interest. If you're looking at fans getting charged £71 to go to that game, the board should refund them for that. United should repay them, because that was just embarrassing. Another one here from Happy Stew. Said, when Fergie wanted the players to get moving, he was on the touchline. Red in the face. Where was LGV? LGV, that's a large goods vehicle. Where was LVG? He was in his seat. Now, I'm going to disagree on that. I don't mind how a manager manages his team on the sidelines. They've all got the different styles. I don't think that is really indicative of why we're playing shit. It's just how Louis van Gaal manages. Another one here from MUFC Fan TV says the board, Woodward and LVG must all go. The club needs a shake-up. The club has needed a shake-up for a while. We started to see it in the academy now. We've got Nicky Butt there. We've also got Henny Direct, the ex-Ajax scout. Was at Ajax for nearly 20 years in a variety of roles. He's now been brought in. So we've started to revamp the academy, and that same process has to start happening with the first team. Another one here from Erya Tavo Hoyter. Sorry, mate, I've got your name completely wrong. I know, I just butchered it. Says the acceptance of below mediocre results puzzles me. I can't find the right feeling to match the disappointment. I think that the strangest feeling for United fans is that losing 2-1 to Midtjylland wasn't too much of a surprise. Not that we expected it, but the way United are playing this season it's got us used to losing. We shouldn't ever get used to losing. Ever. It's nothing to do with being arrogant, misguided, spoiled. Fuck it. If you're supporting your football team, you should never get used to losing. And if we get into that mentality and that mindset, we risk repeating Liverpool's fall of the early 90s. Another one here from Red Devil said, just when you think it couldn't get any worse, it keeps getting worse. I don't know what the new low is after this, but we play Shrewsbury on Monday, so don't hold your breath. Another one here from United Man. How Midgie have fallen. Well, I suppose if you can't laugh, you're going to cry. So, cheers for the laugh. Danny Gosling said, if we play average in the return leg, fail to beat Shrewsbury, we'll be in a similar position to that of Moyes' squad. I think we're already at that position, Danny. I think last night was Van Gaal's Olympiacos game. You know, we lost 2-0 away to Olympiacos. And that was when the fans really started to realise, you know what, it's not going to work under him, is it? We're done. You saw that from the fans last night, chanting, we are fucking shit. When the away fans turn against the team, you know it's wrong. And you know that's when, for me, the away fans are the voice of the club, the core of the club. They represent the true core of United fans. And if they are turned on Van Gaal, it's over for him. There's no return from that. One here from Loki said, I will not watch him again till he's gone. Paint drying is more appealing. Probably is, to be fair. United are dull as dishwasher water to watch. And there's not much else you can say about that. Blasher Mike says, we need a new manager to take over to the end of the season and a director of football too. For now, Giggs is okay. It's something I have realised after last night, is that can Giggs really be worse than what it is right now? Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. One from Julian Ilham says, shame on Ed and Fergie. Both let United become a laughing stock and freefall. Yes, Fergie fucked up by getting Moyes in. The club collectively fucked up by getting Louis van Gaal in. I don't think they fucked up. I just think, I don't really know where it went wrong, because up until about October, November, you could see the process and philosophy coming through, and then we just hit the brick wall. And Van Gaal seems so stuck in his ways, which aren't really suitable to modern football, that he doesn't have a plan B. And without that plan B, we've fallen to where we are now. Stevie G's red card, nice username, says something is badly broken and LVG can't fix it. He seems lost and irrational. Sad end to an amazing career, but has to go. I think that's a perfect one to end the video on, because let's not get it twisted. Van Gaal has had an excellent career. You know, he's won titles with Barcelona, he's won titles with Bayern Munich, he's won titles with AZ Alkmaar. And a real rags to riches story. He took Netherlands to third place at the World Cup with Holland, and it was a great story. Kevin Strootman got injured before the World Cup. Van Gaal played 4-3-3 his whole career, but switched to 5-3-2 because he didn't feel he had the players suitable to play 4-3-3. Everybody wrote Netherlands off for the World Cup. They finished third. He comes to United, and we were all full of excitement and vigour. After Moyes, a man with no plan, we had Van Gaal, a man who was so religious to his plan that the players believed in it. And the players started to believe in it. You know, last season we finished fourth. It was progress. Start of this season, we made some good signings in the summer. Let's not get that twisted. We've got Schneiden, we've got Schweinsteiger. Shaw was looking like the tits. Memphis Depay came in. You know, it was looking positive. And from the start of the season to, as I said, around about November, I felt that we were making progress. But since then, Van Gaal has failed to adapt. He's stayed so stringent and stuck on his own plan that he's lost the vision that United need to get. He said he was going to get a title before he leaves at the end of his contract, which is the end of next season, but Van Gaal's not going to be here next season. Van Gaal, the longest Van Gaal's going to survive is up until the summer. And I don't think he should survive that long. I think he's 64. His wife didn't even want him to take the United job. I think his wife just wanted him to step into retirement then. I think now is the time, Louis, for you to step into retirement. Just walk away. Don't wait to be sacked. Take some sort of dignity with you. You've had a cracking career. I enjoyed some of your reign, but it is now past the point of no return, and the board need to act, and Van Gaal needs to leave. Let me know in the comments if there are any views you want to put across to us. We'll get involved in a little chat down there. But it's going to be interesting to see what United do after this, because I think there's got to be a reaction. And I do worry there won't be. But that's my fears. Drop a like on the video as always, guys. Subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. And we'll see you soon, I suppose. Take it easy.
We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!